Alrighty, welcome back to the channel everyone. My name is NutRaisin and we shall be playing more PLO. Yep, so we got two PLO 10 tables open on RIO while we wait for more PLO 20 and PLO 20 on microgaming. There are two more tables going on microgaming as well. We're waiting for seed. This table here is gonna be fun, most probably. We have this dude, and don't remember this name with reparations. At least, well, I kinda do, but I don't recall what kind of player he was. Closing the action here, Jack 10, 10, 3. It's a decent question, actually, three ways. Let's check it out. Might be. Is this a fold multi-way? I know heads up I call. No, it's not. It's perfectly fine. No need to worry about it. Alright, while the stream is just starting, let me take care of something here. Just arrange a window placement a little bit differently. Right, so that's a fold. Okay, got it. Alright, that's done too. Neat. Today, of course, is the day where the Phil challenge kicks off. Ugh. This table down to 3-handed. Dark Magician. Don't really know too much about this guy, even though we played a few hands with him. Anywho, right, so the Phil challenge kicks off. It will start in, what, 1.5 hours from now, I believe. So the plan for today and going forward is to have an afternoon stream. I might reconsider the afternoon streaming, I'll have to say. But yeah, the plan is to then raid the Phil Gaffon stream once his kicks off in 1.5 hours. And there I'll be watching, I'll be a mod on the channel. And I'll start the stream back up like 15 minutes before the challenge ends. And then have a late night stream, which is gonna be the main stream going forward while the challenge is on. Alright. Let's hope today goes better. Yesterday started off excellently and then we just got pummeled by the dealer, got beat down, something fierce. And right now there's a whole bunch of folding going on. Even here, two big blinds in the middle. Make it a bigger splash. Make it a larger splash, sure. Nope. So I used the last couple of days to sort of, I guess, diversify my skill set a little bit. Last week I learned a little bit about animation due to me creating new alerts, a little bit about drawing as well. And I'm slowly getting into video editing. And going forward, I believe I will be able to upload a daily, sort of best of clip with all the biggest hands, and it'll appear on Twitch. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. It'll probably appear on Twitch. It'll definitely appear on YouTube. I'll see. Here, I guess we just call. If I knew that this guy was 4-bit happy, I'd raise. Could do something about it with a ace of spades. Alright, let's call here once. Would have check raised. I thought about leading, but I figured I'll play this one exactly the same way as I would if I had the nut flush. Right. I guess I do some leading. But we take it down for a decent start. So about those two red tags here, the stats. Dark Magician pretty active as well, so I'm kind of glad to have these guys to our right. Not quite sure if any of them qualifies as a true maniac. What's noteworthy is that the 3-bit, not the 3-bit wizard, it's the Dark Magician in this case, has only a 29% fold to 3-bet. Wow, and he got it in. Wow, okay. So we're liking this guy. You got it in with the 6-high flush draw on that board. That's pretty strong. All right. Top pair open ender sounds okay. And he left, so what's his name? Bay Ivan. Actually put this into the search function. Bay Ivan. Didn't even wait for the blinds to come around. He just straight up hit and ran, which I'm, not complaining about. The correct name, Bay Ivan. Alright, so I'll keep an eye on him and see if he pops up on a different table. Keep an eye on the name. Alright, now we're sitting on 3 PLO 20 tables on microgaming, as well as 1 PLO 10 and 2 PLO 10s on RIO, where we get served aces. That's nice. Let's do this then. Just calls. Top pair open ender sounds alright. Just a quick detour to over here. Dark Magician called, by the way. He didn't raise on the flop. Table 2 we take it down, did not get called. So the Dark Magician pretty nutty. He probably deserves that maniac mark as well. And we have some action-packed tables on microgaming currently. Back at work for a few days. Good to hear, Chi-Ching. I hope it's not too much of an annoyance. Welcome back. So for 10 cents, this is of course a pretty bad hand, but this guy is very tight. He's not 3-betting much in the spot at all. Like talking about pre-flop, where he was closing the action. Now we have an open-ender and the flush draw, so definitely calling. Just the open-ender I would fold, just the flush draw I would fold. So this bastard dude is pretty nutty himself. The Dog Magician we just saw definitely fits the description. And that's a funky river. I believe that's like the funkiest one we could have caught. We still need to let this one go. There's too much going on there, even against the crazy guy. He does show up with hands too often. Here we had a min raise and I came over the top, which is fine. It's an interesting one. 3-way heads up, I'd probably check again. I believe 3 ways. We're just going with it and take it down. Gives us the low end of the straight. Yeah, I made a mistake. I clearly have skipped my warm-up hands, playing some warm-up hands, because this is never a call. The small blind is just a fold. As played now. Closing action, I'm gonna call. But yeah, shouldn't be in this hand. Sixes and fives also would have been a 3-bet, I believe. Like if they're double suited and perfectly connected, that'll make the cut. And here, I really don't want to get raised. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I guess we do block raising ranges quite a bit. Yeah, actually, let's bet this. Like all the things which he could check raise, we block pretty hugely. And we have real equity here as well. Wow. Ooh. Set of deuces or what's going on? Ace king is possible? Now I wish we were deeper. Nice. Huh. Intriguing. Get it in here if you get raised. Double gutter and all the flush draws in the world. Wow. Wow, what a turn. Good to hear, Chi-Ching. Wow. Was torn about betting or checking here. And this one's pretty nasty. I kind of hope he shoves so I can just fold. I believe it still is a fold. Blocking no hearts. No, what is it? Clubs having no backdoor for pots. It's either a get it in or fold. We'll go with the fold. Off the bar, welcome back. All is well indeed. Thank you for asking. How are things going on your end? I'm excited about the upcoming Phil Gaffron challenge today. Oh, things are A-okay. I continued learning about video editing yesterday, and probably going forward, I'll probably post a daily, like, best of video if I remember to put markers on the stream. I already published the first one on Twitch yesterday. I'm not quite sure how I'll do it going forward. I might just post those on YouTube like 24 hours after the fact. Or do both. Probably both. Post them on Twitch and then 24 hours later on YouTube as well. Stushi! Fancy seeing you. I just saw your name yesterday in a Poker Clips collection, incidentally, on Twitch. Nice to see you back, mate. How's PLO been going? Not that great. The last couple of weeks, I certainly made my fair share of mistakes, but not running well didn't help. Some good days sprinkled in there as well, no doubt. I mean, it's not going horribly. In position here on this table, I do want to call with a hand like this. Turning what I would assume to be the nuts right now, since we've seen two checks in front, and take it down. So how have you been getting on, Stushi? Nice to see you back. Hope life is on the up and up. And yeah, also, I guess since you haven't been here a while, I updated the alerts and got into animation and drawing a little bit, and so I'm fairly excited about it. Upgraded my lighting a little bit. So the webcam should be nicer. Next up is a better mic. So even though poker hasn't been going all that great, the channel, matter of fact, has been going all right. A decent card to continue betting. I mean, the only trouble is that we do unblock the ace, and if he folds like an ace king or something, or ace jack, is not necessarily a given. We do get away with it though. So this is the run out on the ace. Everybody checked here. I guess we improved to top 2 at this point. We do take it down on this table. It's quite nice. And here our hell is breaking loose. I do want to keep an eye on that. On table 2, I'll probably end up calling. Not entirely certain. Nah, you know what? Well, he didn't bet the ace. So, just want to see what's going on here. Ace versus queens and eights, okay. I think I'll call in the end. Wow, just a complete airball there. That is a pretty superior turn. Take a nice one down here. Here, we still have the gutter, sorry, here. Yeah. The trouble with that call is, first, that's not a good call that I did there for the half pot in the end, even though it was a big pot, but all the missed things we blocked. So if ever there's a spot to throw it away, this would have been it, I believe. That was self-inflicted. Off the bar, good to hear. You're doing alright. Happy to hear it, mate. The challenge is gonna be a lot of fun, yeah. I think so too. Oh, I am very eager. I'm also gonna be modding during the challenge, so the plan going forward is to have a short afternoon stream, yeah, i.e. what's happening right now. And then the challenge starts in what, 1 hour and 5 minutes, so then I wanna raid fill and start the stream back up like 15 minutes before his stream ends. We'll get a host thrown sometimes, which is gonna be huge, but I also need to, stream at some point of the day. So it's not just me vying for hosts there. And also they're gonna be spread around between a bunch of RIO streamers. Most of the mods are streamers themselves. Some of the commentators are streamers themselves, so the love's gonna be spread around. But yeah, that's the plan, to have more of a late night streaming going forward. It's a pretty nice hand. Yeah, glad you like the new look. Yeah, of course, I forgot to mention, but you probably noticed already that the whole layout has changed after stream. So here it was sort of a limped affair, I believe, and I raised. Take it down. I'm really hoping for a raise here. No. Well, that'll work too. Take this down? Really? Wow, 4 ways, huh? Here we called and we flopped pretty decent. Table 2, we take it down with the aces. Flopper right here as well. Poke Boots! Welcome back to the channel. Oh, don't mention it. I'm always happy to raid you. Looked like you had a good time. And you paid, you spread the love yourself, raiding Aruklas later on. Nice. Happy to hear it. No, my pleasure. And I'm not surprised that people, I noticed that when I raid you, that people, a lot of people stick around. I think that is very, very awesome. We're gonna go for the bluff. Sorry, here. take it down. Called on a turn because we had that flush draw. Take it down, table 6. He takes it down here. Thank you for the shout out off the bar. Yeah, very happy to hear that the cold is now finally done with you, Poogie. That had you in its grips for quite a while, didn't it? Great streams to watch. Oh. You're not doing anything to dispel any stereotypes about Canadians being nice there, Poogie Boots. Which, based on my experience, you guys definitely live up to. Had a wonderful time in your country. Speaking of wonderful, look at that. Oh, look at that. Kind of wavered between calling, between checking and betting. Having that 9, having that 10 and the 9 sort of made into a bet for me. In a 3-bet pot and a single race pot, I wouldn't have bet. Penny was in a mission yesterday. I didn't get to watch what happened. 1 hour until the challenge. And yeah, we'll of course raid Phil as well. That's the whole point of the afternoon stream. Well, that's not the whole point. The whole point is for me to stream. Bets quickly too. Bets pot quickly. All right. Yeah. Like technically we do have the EV, but they would assume that we get to see a river as well, which we most certainly won't be able to. At least not while getting the money in good the majority of the time. Pokeboots ask you to mod too. You know what? They're still looking for peeps if you want, and it's really easy. Modding. If you want, we can talk on Discord about it, and I'll tell you a few things about it. Have like a 10-minute voice call later on the next days. But yeah, that's not a big deal at all. I'm not I'm saying that as somebody who is not a seasoned mod himself at all. But basically what you do is you enable, like probably the same as you do in your channel, right? In the chat options, you enable the mod icons. And that way you can like moderate, you can live up to your name, moderate posts as in ban people or give them a timeout, delete a post. And besides that, you just try to be helpful. Like you take a look at the channel commands, and if somebody asks a question that is covered by the commands, like how does splash the pot work, you don't have to explain it every time. You just type whatever, exclamation point, splash the pot, or whatever the command might be, and things like that, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So yeah, last week or so, I actually didn't reach my goal of studying more at all because I was looking into things like secondary things that have to do with the channel. Put an equalizer over a microphone, had to figure out how to do that, the lighting, the animations, the new layout, all that stuff, getting into video editing. So I really wasn't lazy, I just didn't invest any time in my game last 10 days, maybe? I think we just get it in. She was in a tizzy, you know? I don't hear that expression often. Alright. Hit us. Hit us. No. A set versus an open-ender, I guess. And everybody had a flush draw too, but we of course had that part covered. Not everybody had a flush draw, but everybody has spade. Yeah. Oof. Decent hand here. On this table, if either of these guys opens, I am gonna 3-bet. Normally this would be a call. She knew she was on camp. Not entirely sure about this one. Like if I check call, if I lead on the flop, if I check raise, I think there's something to be said for all of these options in this case. Nope, in the splash pot, we limped. Catch a decent flop. We don't block an ace, so let's try to get the check raise in there. Especially since it's a board where playing turns is going to be nasty quite often. Chase the ace, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you, mate. Finally can tune into some PLO action. Well, then it's gonna be a long day for you if you want. This stream is only gonna go on for another 55 minutes, of course, because then the Phil Gerfan challenge kicks off, but I'll be back, start the stream back up like 15 minutes before his stream starts, so 3 hours, 45 minutes after the challenge starts every day, I'll boot my stream back up. So a lot of PLO action coming up today, I believe. On table 2, on second thought, when we got it in there, maybe the SPR, it's not, I don't think it's bad to get it in, but maybe the SPR was a little bit too low. Too high, sorry. To make the pot just a bit bigger, and I don't think I would have any problem with it. Animation work now. You know what? The video editing is pretty easy. There's an awesome software, like normally you have to get like Adobe, Premiere, Cut, whatever all this stuff is called. And there's something by Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve, which is absolutely awesome. And they also have a paid version, but the free version is without any restrictions, and it is for 90, like I've watched a bunch of videos on it, and the consensus is for 90% of filmmakers, even they don't need to buy the paid version and just can keep using the free version, which just does everything. No watermarks, no restrictions, nothing, feature packed. And for my purposes, the workflow is really great. And, you know, still easy enough to understand, even though it's a high-end program. I have a lot to learn, but yeah, I'm getting there. I think the daily best of videos will be a fun thing to do. And I also have an idea for different content, but that'll have to wait until I have a better microphone. Dark Magician, no? Less than an hour until the challenge. Indeed. Go for the bet for the raise fold. Sounds okay. Oh, never mind. We're three ways, then that's a really easy check back and need to let it go. Yay for us. And he had, what did he have? Pair of nines and a gutter. Wow, just this guy feels absolutely no pain. Oh, nice run. He sat down with like, I believe, $12. Good for you. Against these jokers, I'm not sure what the move is now. I don't. All right, hold it. Nice. Don't no queen, right? I don't know what it is with microgaming recently. The spots we've been getting into mirror this one quite closely. That'll make for a good highlight, I guess. Jesus Christ, has me stuttering even. All right. Pretty ridiculous. Okay, let's take this one down. How about you c-bet? How about you bet? That's all right. Let's wait for a moment. Then try this again. Manchester United is playing, fair enough. Priorities, for sure. Oh, Chase, yes, I am looking forward to you getting it too and hearing feedback how you like it. You know, it has been my express pleasure doing that. No worries at all. No, we're doing all right here. That's all I can do. Like, that's literally all I can do. Jesus Christ. I think I need like a relief fund or something like disaster relief if this continues. All right. Yeah, it shouldn't be of any surprise to you if I tell you that we're running a little bit, just a little bit, on the AB. Yeah, I should have I don't block the straights at all, but I also block a lot of the ranges that can continue betting here. And now I'm maneuvering myself into a corner and need to let it be. Even though I don't trust this guy at all. But that one was self-inflicted. I should have just let the flop. Then I could have still gotten it in on a turn like this. After bar, you want to bet on today's winners? I'll let you guys sort it out between you. I feel if I bet on somebody today, I'm just gonna get run out on. Seems to be one of those days again. This is pretty nasty. This is pretty nasty of a spot. Alright, I guess there's just too much money in there. Okay. One for the team, huh? If he comes over the top again, I might just push it in here, although I'm kind of doubtful that this guy folds. But if he does raise again, it does make a difference. We can't call against, it's a weird spot. And what we've just seen, we're not doing bad against this range at all. Normally this is a raise fold. And a decent one at that, but yeah, I believe that's pretty succinct summary of this spot. How did we lose here? I thought we would make a profit in the side pot, but we don't. So still fair enough. The Dark Magician confirmed a Maniac. Should have an emote for disaster relief. Oh god, I hope I don't need one going forward. Yeah, but it looks like I do. Like I do need one indeed. Okay. Dark Magician, how about it? No? I am trying. It is a win already. Seeing you back in the channel, Random Shill, is a huge win. Welcome back. Thank you very much for the resub. 9 months, my friend. That is quite a long time. I assume you are excited about the Heads Up Challenge as well. Awesome to have you back, Random Show. Thank you very much for the resub. How do you like the new layout and the new alert? JSDA's posted a photo on Discord with the new with the hoodie. Awesome. Awesome. I wasn't gonna ask, but I certainly love it. Hmm. If he hadn't called, I would have just folded this pre. All right. There are still a bunch of draws that didn't come in here. Oof, that'll work. Oh, well, I'm sorry the meeting fell through, but I'm happy that it allowed you to tune in. Nice. So we're not going to make quads here. Oh shit, sorry, my phone, it never rings. Hang on, please. Well, Shazam! That helped a little bit. Bring the luck with you, random shell. Taking it down 3 ways there, huh? That was quite alright. Here we called a 3-bet, unfortunately on this board there's not much we can do. However, I believe there's something we can start doing here. Poogie Boots, cheers! Glad you like it. Man, that took like 10 hours to figure out, because I never animated before. It probably took longer than that. You could have had a baby by now. I do realize. I actually do realize that indeed. Man, that would have come as a shock to me. Seeing that I didn't meet a single lady the last 9 months. So, yeah, I would have been shocked. Oh, we could have. Oh, yeah, man. That baby would have an awesome life. Didn't see the we there. As long as you would do all the work, I'd make an excellent parent. Like for like 1.5 hours a day. On weekends, maybe 2. That's about what I can do. That's what I could offer. What I could bring to that table. If he calls, we probably have to call again. Seeing that we have 3 spades. With 2 spades exactly, maybe I'd just fold. But this does make it a little less likely that he's on a flush draw as well. He was on that flush draw, alright. Which sadly does make sense. Your identity will be revealed. Yeah, that's the downside about it. Which is why I would have never asked you for a photo. Phew. Glad you like it, Random Shell. I'm very happy you like the new alert. I am just gonna call here. That's why. Not that I, knew could have possibly known that he would go for this, but the chances are better than average on this table. Oh, speaking of better, oh shit. That should shut out the 3-bet wizard then. Well, with him, you actually never know. Yeah. Easy come, easy go. That was a good hand. Yeah, last couple of days, Random Chill, we got into plenty of ridiculous spots, and even the EV doesn't show how bad we ran because very often, especially yesterday, it was a running theme basically that when we got it in on the turn, we got outdrawn on the turn. Like we had the set, he made a better set on the turn, or things like that, where it just stand there like, that's all I can do. That's all I got. Did call it. Just is right, but oh, sorry, I didn't show the hand there. Let me show you. Right here. Bet the flop, bet the turn, bet the river, bet all 3 streets with these excellent blockers from the turn onwards. Otherwise, obviously would have shut down on the turn. He decided to call it off with ace queen. And not a single blocker. Which worked out. You can't let babies interrupt your poking, right? Which is why I live a babyless life. So after the recent shenanigans, we're still down, that's for sure. But we're only down 2 binds now. We're still running on the EV. No surprise. Anywho. Oh, I need to keep an eye on the time. 35 minutes until the challenge starts. All right. I just need to keep. Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. I need to keep an eye on the Discord where all the mods for the challenge hang out. See if there's anything I need to know. So some damage with the ace queen 8. Well, we did. Unfortunately, we had the wrong target. We were damaging our own stack there. Man, you always hype me up when you're in the chat, Random Chill. Cheers. So equity-wise, the Dark Magician hand there, aces against aces, was doing alright, but he didn't. I don't think he knew that. And also, he couldn't assume that the 3-bit wizard had aces at this point since he hadn't acted yet, and he just came out on top with his hand. The Dark Magician did, so yeah, Maniac confirmed. Yeah, the frowny face. I was just joking around with Chase Deers earlier. If this continues, because we had 2 ridiculous hands like that a little bit earlier as well, then I need a disaster relief fund. I almost forgot to set a marker for that. All right, I need to integrate that into my workflow going forward. And remember to set markers for the highlight videos. Yeah, completely agree, Random Chill. Yesterday when I stopped this, I actually stopped the stream because it was getting to me and it was a good point in time to stop. Today, so far I don't mind. I don't think I made any major mistakes yet, and take that as a win. Even 3-ways, this SBR, money's gonna go in. Happy to see one fold, happy not to get snapped. Don't do it. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Phew. Yep. Need to set a marker. That's basically me talking out loud, like note to self, talking out loud. Pretty strong. Quadis will do. Quads will do. Not sure what went on there. The 3-bet wizard is usually not gone that crazy post. I'm giving that one to Galfan. Instinctively I do too, but I have no clue. I don't think I've ever heard the name of the challenger before, but as some of you know, I'm woefully underinformed when it comes to names that you, quote unquote, should know on the Twitch streets or the poker streets in general. What happened here? What did happen here? I think I called, which is, I mean, it's not a huge mistake. I prefer to raise fold this. Certainly not folding at this point, not even for pot. If that king have 2 8s, that strikes me as okay to go for that bluff. So that was good, I guess. After a pretty horrible start, we are now a tiny bit in profit, a matter of fact. I'll take it. Ooh, take that too. Oh shit. Open-ended flush draw, no pair from the board. But we're not getting check raised here a lot. Since we block all that. I should have bet smaller. Wrong button. Alright. I do block everything that's missed, so kind of torn about bluffing here. And he also bluff caught us earlier. Bluff caught us? Bluff catched us. I don't think I've ever heard bluff caught. So yeah, both of these should have made this a check. But yay for him, he got an extra bet out of us. Let's rock this! I believe we did rock it this time around. Poggy Boots, thank you very much. Finally some rocking confirmed. What's going on? We opened, and here made a mistake. Here made a misclick. Didn't mean to call. No, he checks though. Funky. All right. So we get raised. At this point, we get it in. Not super excited. Oh, never mind. Did you see that? We are apparently allowed to draw out on the not on the random shell, on the 3-bet wizard. I'm just not used to your name being around. I know you're busy. So sorry for the mix-up there. It's not set makes quads. things are starting to go our way a little bit. Just calling here sounds okay. Right on. Cheers, random. Sparingly, yeah. Yeah. "25 minutes until the challenge kicks off." The 3-bit wizard. The 3-bit wizard we have to 3-bet and get it in against. Normally this is just a call in the spot. Just checking how big I could make it. I'm surprised he checks. He likes to bet in these spots. Huh. That's just a little bit too quick on the trigger there, my friend. Why am I in this spot and why is it so... What? What happened here? I guess I honestly don't know. I can't explain to you why I'm in this spot now. I guess he limped? Yeah, he must have limped. And I overlimped? Alright. Ah, again, I clicked the wrong button here, the wrong bet sizing. Not sure what's up with that. Yeah, against Owen, I completely agree. I thought about it way too late there. Completely agree. What's the complete, or almost the complete wrap? No, we do have the complete wrap, matter of fact. I don't mind betting. Wizard is feeling a little bored now. I hope he does, man. He's my nemesis. We've had some ridiculous hands, some ridiculous runouts against him, mostly in his favor. He also outplayed us a bunch of times. Or I levered myself into making bad calls. No, don't want to make it sound like he just keeps getting lucky. But it is part of his strategy. Alright, so this session is, or has turned around. I love it. Dispotus, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you. There are roughly 20 more minutes left of stream, and then the Phil Gerfon challenge will kick off. I will be back later tonight. The Phil Gerfon challenge, so as said, it will start in a little more than 20 minutes. And every day it'll go on for 4 hours. And so I'll be modding it up in the channel, watching myself. And roughly 15 minutes before his challenge ends. So basically 3 hours from now, right? 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours from now, I will start my stream back up. The Dark Magician, feeling it here. Come on, let's hope we have some magic on our side. Do it. What do we need? We need a 9. Ah, that was brutal. That was brutal. The Jack 7 there, huh? Man, that guy just doesn't have any pain receptors. Yeah, I will. Oh, good timing, Random Shill. I just talked about the plan going forward. And that's how my streaming schedule is gonna be for the foreseeable future. Matter of fact. Get aces again on the Dark Magician table. And get a walk. How disappointing. Nope, that is not the spot. And also, good news, Random Shill, is that I'm gonna pull some money into the bankroll from outside, and the plan is to study more the next couple of weeks. I already started, not as much as I like, but I did start studying more, and see how it goes in February. And if I like how I'm playing and how it's going, ideally supported by decent results as well, then I'll start taking very small and controlled shots at PLO 50 in March. That's a tentative plan for now. Yeah, not like last time where I set aside a large amount of buy-ins for the shot. This time it'll be 2 or 3 buy-in shots. If they work out, they do. If they don't, move back down, regroup. The 3-bet wizard he's an action player. More often than not, I guess in direct comparison, he got a little bit luckier on the whole so far, but that's certainly that can't remain the case forever, right? Let's give him a pocket to put his money into. That's well said. I like that. Easy fold. And so Owen had the queens. It's not a big shock. He just had jacks there. So the 3-bet wizard is feeling it right now. Post flop. Who knew Jack 7 30, right? Exactly. Who knew? So a 3-bet here, which is generally speaking, certainly fine. Go put this one into the 3-bet folding range. Against him, maybe not so much. Maybe this is probably just a fold pre. Our ace is here. Take it down. Ooh. And that's cool. What happened here? I 3-bet, right. Just, yeah, shit, I misread that hand, sorry. I thought we had 3 Broadway cards. That's my bad. That's not a 3-bet. We've been punishing... Oh. 3-bet wizard up to his old tricks, yeah. Got that right. that would be us then. And here, oh shit, we're deep, huh? But he was the one 3-betting. So go for the bet fold. Worst case scenario, river. It might freeze up the action, so there's that to be said about it. And then it did. Studying is the key, yeah. Just the last couple of weeks, I got more into studying things that didn't have anything to do with poker. Like the animation, drawing, now video editing. But I think I'm on a level there now, which is going to serve me fine enough going forward. So I can shelve that and get back to the poker studies. To that end, I might not do the afternoon streams all that often, and just do the nightly streams going forward. At least for, some time. Because with the current schedule, I really don't have time to study anymore. So I think that'll be an adjustment I need to make. Okay. Putting us roughly at break even for the day, I believe. Yeah, running like 3-4 binds or 5 binds almost under EV. Oh well. We're down a little bit, but not much, like a buy-in. No comment, random chill. That's pretty good. Coincidence is all I can offer. It has to be coincidence. "15 minutes. So roughly 4 hours from now, I'll be back. Also took a pot home on another table that I didn't get to show, so things are going all right on the whole. No, but of course I have to drink coffee in style now. Or well, actually I'm drinking tea. But potato. Defending the big blind here strikes me as okay. Gaining some extra showdown value here is gonna have me check it down. What? Closing the action, I'm not sure about this one. Okay, never mind, now I am. That makes it pretty straightforward. Thanks, random. And off the bar, thank you very much. We got him that time, yeah. Shazam confirmed. Pretty sure I'm beat there, but he just did some weird stuff post-flop today, which is not his usual MO. Being weird pre-flop is his entire thing. Post-flop, he's a pretty strong player. Or can be. The Dark Magician. Magician. That's not like I'm drunk, I swear I'm not. Left the tables. It's a little bit sad. He's still sitting on this one. He's still sitting on table 4 as well. Let's see, maybe he'll stick around on those. In case you want one. Nice work off the bar. I mean, the whole thing only exists because some people wanted it to. One, I'm not a good businessman, as you can tell. Whereas Random Chill is excellent at that. Just a perfect question there. Like, one? What do you mean, one? Oh, brother. Alright, let's ISO him a little bit thin. That's alright. Also block raising ranges quite decently. Certainly not bluffing into him. Queen 8-6-6. So yeah, high VP player confirmed. And if he puts aggression in, we really need to take heed. 10 minutes. Surprisingly, it was that showdown value. Garfield the cat waking up. Looking grumpy as always. Holding at 8 as well. This is a bluff where, this is a pure bluff where we have little additional equity. Now that the board pairs, I'm not going to continue here, not blocking any pair from the board. Most likely we are behind a flush there, not a full house, but it's a general rule of thumb. I think that serves me quite alright. Not to continue bluffs on paired boards. Like, it's not, you know, cast in stone, but it's a general approach. Ooh, I have a general approach for this spot too. And it's to press that, mash that pot button repeatedly. The 3-bit wizard is taking a break. As he's wont to do, he usually plays for like half an hour, and then he takes a half-hour break, and then he's back. Pretty fine hand here. We get raised. Feels a little bit shorter. We could just get it in. Now, if he bets and he folds, we're gonna call. With the 2 backdoors. Although... Oh, never mind. That answers that. Phew. Nice. DJ Gally Dibson. No, ain't got no time for a girlfriend. The ideal girlfriend for me would be one that doesn't have any time on her own. No, I'm living that single life. And I don't know why, man. I'm 40. I live at home. I play poker. I own a cat, and yet the ladies just don't like rush down my door, rush into my place. I don't know why. I just can't figure it out. Ooh. Them be crappy, but them be aces. Money's gonna go in. I swear, man. Wait, something really good happened. Single PokerCom. Hey, thank you very much for the... Hang on, for the follow and for the bits. Cheers. Thank you very much. I swear, man, I never had doubts about the site, but I'm starting to believe this guy is just planted by the site there to fleece us of our profits. Now, I'm not being serious, of course. But if I was a tinfoil hat wearing gentleman, then, man, I'd go on a Twitter rant. How does he do it? How does the 3-bit wizard do it? That'll do. We could check, see if he wants to check. Takes half an hour break to go into the rage room. Yeah, not after this hand, unfortunately, Poke Boots. Not after the last one, but... Yeah, so we're not letting this go. Not quite naturally. All I can do. That's all I got. Just disgusting. And a day that started off rough and then saw us have a awesome comeback. We're now down 4 binds. We should be up 3.5. Is what it is, my friends. All right. Oops, sorry, that was the wrong button. Oops. But yeah, Simple PokerCom, thank you very much for the follow and for the cheers. It does cheer me up. So, bets again here, huh? Okay, that denies us any bluffing opportunity there. No, I thank you very much, Kelly Tips. I was kidding too. But that's very nice of you to say. In the splash pot, we have top 2. How much of a quality catch? I'll take that, random shill. So it does change things, gets the 10-8 gets there now as well. So if nobody bets now, I'm gonna hope to get called by an ace-jack. Even an ace-9 might call. Ace-9 with a 10. Crow. I am 40 indeed, yeah. Unless my parents are running a long con. Kippery, how's it been? Brutal. Just like always, last couple of weeks, basically. We had a good ones in there. We are running absolutely massively under. We had some ridiculous spots. They will make for a fun highlight video later, though. So I guess there's that. You look 35, 30 to 35. Crows. First of all, welcome back. And you are welcome to come back anytime. And continue saying things like this. Cheers. Give a shout out to Kippery, fellow RIO streamer, and PLO player. Not to mention coach. He plays too many hands. Yeah. Completely agree. And that's I'm in no danger there of following his example. I do play some hands differently against him, like a double suited ace king king, which I would raise, which I normally wouldn't, and stuff like that. But that's it. Seen flop and VP for him. I will. I'll actually ask support to give me all the hands so that way they're not skewed by the way microgaming tracks or the tracker tracks on microgaming. But I'll look into that. It's pretty decent. Yeah, this gets interesting. Called with 2 pair, now turn the flush draw. And he doesn't bet, unfortunately. But we do take it down. And here we are home dry for a change. Taking one down. Cheers. I might need to take the song out of rotation. I believe viewers that don't listen closely to the lyrics or don't know this guy might get the wrong idea there. It's Tim Minchin. It's a comedian, and everything he's saying there is for comedic value, of course. But yeah, I think it might give some peeps the wrong idea. Not always, but I kind of feel I can bet here every once in a while with this hand. It's not a board where I get check raised. I think it's pretty safe to say. Top pair and the flush draw sounds okay. Yeah, him hitting that 4 there, random shill. I mean, the board pairing again and us just splitting the pot aces against aces that I would have been fine with. Here, we have both of the back doors. Yes, sure, for the sizing. And a pair from the board. So Has the challenge started? Because I don't see a video. Hang on. Sorry. Okay. So let this go. That's fair enough. Here, against this guy. It's a good question. We got a bunch of other spots. And not a nice run out, unfortunately. Take it down with the jacks. Well, actually, it is not a possibility as a set of queens here, so just throwing it away on the turn, I believe, is the superior move. Ace king, you bet a bunch of times. Oh, okay. Yeah, he is crushed, which is why I'm starting to, if, as I was saying, if I was a tinfoil hat wearing gentleman, I would start to suspect that he's a plant by the side. He is. The amount of luck, what I've observed, what we've observed on the channel so far is ridiculous in his favor. Bet the flop, check the turn. And he pots it now. Alright, I'll just let it be. Calling the pot size bets on the river, historically, is not working out all that well for me. Hey, Ari. One of those days. It certainly makes for an entertaining stream. Running massively under V, but having fun, for a given value of fun doing so. What's up on your end? Here only called because the 3-bit wizard might raise it again. Yeah, real deal for real. Welcome back, mate. He plays a very solid post-flop game. And he certainly goaded me into calling spots where otherwise I wouldn't have called, and leveled misplayed hands against him, so I wouldn't even necessarily claim that he's better post-flop than I am, that I'm better than him. But pre-flop, a little bit of a different story. And certainly a man that attracts lucky runouts. Yeah, it's not running yet, right? I was confused because the chat is playing jokes like sick hand, he's already 3 buy-ins up, and I was like, what? But I quickly realized they were just goofing around. We're down 70, we should be up 70, so yeah, there you have it. That's the latest news. Okay, it's a pretty strong argument in favor of us folding. So the challenge hasn't started yet. We'll head over and raid as soon as it does. And right now, absolutely nothing happening on any table for us. A little bit of a breather in that regard, I guess. We'll defend here, blind versus blind. Wow, a bunch of viewers here. Nice to have you guys. Yeah, as soon as I notice on the RIO poker channel, on the Twitch channel, that the countdown has started, the stream will start, we'll head over and rate them. And I'll be back roughly in 4 hours with more streams of my own. Two pair flush draw in the overpair. Looks alright. That's half pot in the 3 peeps, curious. Wait, what's happening here? 3-betting, well, not 3-betting, it was a limp pot, but so far it's certainly working out for us. Take it down on table 5. Take it down there. And here in the big blind, just called with these aces. Seems alright. Stingray part not blocking and draws at all. Do have a pair from the board, that part is certainly nice enough. Speaking of nice enough. Pretty sad run out there in the end. The 9-3, huh? And here we face a lead. Okay. Good turn. I mean, not falling in a turn, but this is a decent one. Yeah, random shit. I completely agree, and also his pre-flop game is questionable. Like the 3-betting, the 4-betting he's doing is quote unquote a lot of line quite often. But also, Shazam there. It was a nice part. Take this one down. Yeah, I completely agree with that assessment. Okay, we're still getting the soon TM for the questions when the challenge is going to start in the chat of that channel. So we're good to play a few more hands then. River to straight. All right. Let it go on table 4. Hi there! Hey, welcome back! You brought some hype too. We took one down. Cheers for that. Adam, cheers. got hearts every week, so you did play a fair amount of hands, but didn't see a single splash, huh? Then you're a little bit unlucky. I mean, the splash frequency compared to previously has been reduced ever since Legends has been introduced. From like 50% splashes to 51% to now 30% splashes. So I would assume the frequency of the larger splashes is subsequently reduced. So they're not as frequent as they used to be, but hang in there. It sounds like you're running bad in that end, for sure. I've seen 100 BB splashes at PLO 20 in the last 10 days or so. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are getting a whole bunch of the aces hands. And here we now have a pair in the open ender. He bet into 2 peeps. He bets most of the pot. I'll let it go without a spade, I reckon. Wow, he's sitting on a huge stack here, but unfortunately the table broke, so... But I didn't notice we were up 5 binds on this one. Let's switch out the channel, the table. And also this one, well, actually this guy is kind of fun. Let's stick around. He's adjusting against all his opponents. Real different, definitely not pre-flop, no. As pre-flop, I stand behind what I said. Post-flop, as I said, he's a good post-flop player. Like most days. Today he did some weird things. But, you know, maybe they're exploitative and just, as you say, like the post-flop stuff he did today. And maybe just a case of him well adjusting. That might very well be the case. That, for a change, worked nicely. You're right, it's definitely starting to be over 60k hands is starting to be a decent sample size. Or nothing to sneeze at least. And it certainly is possible to run very well over 60k hands. Nice of him to check there, but on the turn, just letting it be. Gavin challenge is going to happen on the official Run It Once Poker channel. So Run It Once Poker. Hang on, I'll just put it in the chat. But it's not up yet. And we're going to rate the channel as soon as the countdown starts there, as soon as any activity happens on that page. Yeah, I have it open in the browser, so I see once a countdown starts, or maybe the actual broadcast right away. I'm not sure if there is going to be a countdown. We'll see. Looks like they're still sorting out some things. 3 ways. Decent enough turn. For a moment I was like, why am I in this hand? But I'm in the big blind, and that's a limped part. One around 20% rake back from special power instead of 30. That is running bad, yeah. I mean, it can only get better from there. What's happening here? Call, closing the action. And there are a bunch of people in that channel already. I'd say 1 to 200, if not more. That's without anything happening. Right. Let's raise this up. That's decent enough. Right on. Ooh. Nice dude, sit down at another table. So I'm having one off-screen table right now. I'll move it over once something interesting happens. And go for the bit fold. Could also just check and give up. That's doesn't strike me as horrible either in this spot. Nice observation, random. Cheers. Take it down. Turn to pair. And after 3 and at 8. Seems alright. We do take it down. Leads it out. Alright. Okay. Phew. Yeah. Same here. I had him packed a little bit differently. That's working out nicely. Very nice turn. Probably has aces with the wheel. Yeah. Drawing that for a change, we take home a nice one. Shazamming it up there. Cheers. We might come out ahead of this. Well, not smelling like roses, but we're down 35 now, plus some rakeback, which is not included right now. We should be up 92. What can you do? I'm happy we're not down, what, 80 anymore? Yeah. So with rakeback, we're down 25. That's okay. Up a little bit on RIO, I believe, like $10 or something. On the off-screen table. Actually, it's probably not going to stay off-screen for much longer since the other table is down to 3-handed. So we're not getting raised here much. If we do, then we can safely let it be. Hang on, I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. Check there in a moment. Pair the flush draw. Let's check it. Never folding at this point. In here. Yeah. Not much we can do. That's fine. Marcitco, so here's the plan going forward. I'll do afternoon streams, although I might need to change that a little bit in order to actually get some study time in. And I'll definitely, so I'll watch the Phil Gaffron challenge every day. I'm also a mod on the channel, so I'm helping out with the modding. I've been asked to help out with the modding. I'm gladly doing it. No, you know, naturally I want to watch the challenge myself as well. So that, and then, so the challenge goes on for 4 hours usually, every day, from 25 minutes before now, normally. Today a little bit of a delayed start. And we'll stop in, you know, scheduled to stop in 3.5 hours from now. And I will hang on. All right. And I will start my stream back up like 15 minutes before Phil stops his, or the Run Runs folks stop their stream. And I'll have, so going forward for probably as long as the challenge is on, so quite a while from now on, or quite a while into the future, I'll be doing nightly streams instead of a more afternoon-centric schedule. Cheers, Random Chill. I think we're keeping it up right now, that momentum. Curious. Still take it down. Hang on, there's some trolling going on that RIO channel, but I need to confirm something. Okay, never mind. I spaced out here. I shouldn't be in the sand from the small blind. Few too many things going on at the same time there for a moment. And just calling sounds good. That is a pretty superior turn. Could certainly lead it, but I really hope he has something in bets again. Still gonna go for the bet fold. We're not getting bluff raised on this board a lot at all. All right, I see video on that channel. So what we'll do is, pretty unceremoniously after this hand, we'll end the stream. Let's head over to the Run Once channel, rate him for the official Phil Gaffron Challenge Day 1, starting now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Random Chill, Afterbar, thank you for letting me know. Random Chill, huge joy for me to have you back at the channel. Loved having had you here. And maybe I'll see you again tonight. Who knows? So yeah, I'm just going to click the stop button. I'm sure all of you want to watch the Phil Gaffron challenge. I'm going to wind down all of these tables. And let's call this a day. We are not that far behind anymore. We made some ground back up there in the end, and things are not going too horribly at this point. Anywho, well, I guess we can play out the aces if you guys want to stick around for that moment longer. But they're already playing, so actually, let's do this really quickly. Yeah. Stop the stream after this hand. All right, so thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back roughly in 3 hours from now. And yeah, that's the plan. Right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the resub, Random Shill, as well. And for the bits earlier from Super PokerCom. All right, enough talking, enough not watching Phil Gelfand. See you guys. Take care.